clip your wings because your silence made too much noise. You didn't need a throne to threaten them. Your very presence was a rebellion they couldn't control. So listen, chosen one. They didn't whisper behind your back because you were weak. They did it because your silence was louder than their noise, and your distance exposed their desperation. You walked in with nothing but calm energy and a clear soul, and they treated it like a threat, because it was one. Let's stop pretending they were ever playing fair. They weren't dealing with you. They were trying to rewrite your story before you could even tell it. Passive-aggressive comments, twisted conversations, half smiles laced with envy. They called you cold when you stopped entertaining chaos. They labeled you arrogant when you finally chose your peace over their nonsense. But you've got to see it for what it was, a carefully designed trap. Not to destroy your reputation, but to break your rhythm. Because your stillness, it scared them. Your ability to detach without begging, without chasing, without explaining, that shook them. You were supposed to react. You were supposed to crumble under pressure, fall into their web, and dance to their tune. But you didn't. And so, they escalated. They turned to gossip, distortion, and silent sabotage. Not because you did anything, but because you didn't do what they expected. You didn't shrink. You didn't defend. You didn't explain yourself to people who were never listening in the first place. And now you wonder, why me? Why do they keep targeting me? Why does it feel like I'm walking alone? Here's the brutal truth. You're not walking alone. You're being walked ahead. The universe doesn't align itself with just anyone. You've been pulled out of the crowd, not because you don't belong, but because you've outgrown their noise. You don't fit because you're not meant to. And yes, that isolation cuts. Yes, it feels personal. But the isolation isn't punishment, it's preparation. They weren't just playing with your name, they were playing with the system, trying to cheat fate by making you question what was already yours, trying to dim your light before it hit full beam. But that light, it's not up for debate. You were chosen before they even knew your name, and their opinion has no bearing on your position. Don't sit there doubting yourself. Don't start questioning your value because the room got quiet when you walked in. That silence, that's the universe rearranging energy. That discomfort in the air, that's your frequency disrupting theirs. You are not the problem. You are the shift. You are not being avoided. You are being distanced strategically because your presence demands realness and they only know how to perform. You ever notice how they try to isolate you right when you're starting to glow different? Invitations disappear, conversations dry up, people act off. That's not coincidence. That's fear, disguised as exclusion. They think if they push you far enough out, you'll come crawling back, hungry for their validation, desperate for inclusion. But the real ones don't beg for tables they were meant to flip. You were never meant to fit in a space where truth had to shrink just to survive. So let them twist your calm into coldness. Let them call your detachment ego. It's not. It's survival. It's elevation. It's the mark of someone who's done explaining peace to people who worship conflict. And here's the part they'll never admit. They miss your energy, even as they slander your name. They crave your presence, even while trying to erase your image, because deep down, they know you were never meant to stay small. You were never one of them. You were just nearby. Chosen ones, stop doubting your own selection. Stop pacing your room, thinking you've been left behind. The universe doesn't forget its